Hello, hello, hello. You just have to say hello at the beginning.
Oh, well, that's fine. You gotta do that.
I do. You don't have to look at me like. Okay.
Do this. Let me go like this. We should do some tape here.
What do you need?
There's some tape.
There's tape in the little basket.
I think I need some light over here.
I think you're probably okay.
I think I'm alright. But you're gonna kick it off a little bit.
Here. See that?
Yeah, kick it off a little bit.
Put this one on.
What am I gonna do with this? Oh, let's go with that guy.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
You're acting brand new, hon.
I am brand new. You know, I need like one of these guys. Like, you're killing me, Storm. You're killing me. Oh, buddy. Hello, 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 hello. We need a little bit of this here. A little bit of this Action Jackson. Let's go ahead and just kill a bottle. The hell, I'm not dropping. Uber for me, yeah? Happy Friday. Hope everything's, your week was going well. Cheers to that, yeah? So I've had now knocked off the rest of the old tin cup. I have an empty bottle now, right? I can't get any money back if I return it because they just don't give me the money back. Hi Diane, how you doing, love? Good evening to you too. So waiting on Brookie. She waits the last minute to run to the bathroom. I don't know what she got going on over there. But hopefully she won't be long. She probably gonna cringe at me saying she's over there in the bathroom, but yeah. What else is new, right? Alright, so today's going to be a little bit something different. Well, not really different. I think it's going to be something fun, yeah. So I'm gonna try with her help, of course. I'm gonna go with a bit of this guy here. This all in create sort of bubble sort of thing. And I'm going to try and mix it with this angry looking pup here, who's like Monday sucks, right? So I'm going to try to go for that. And in doing all this here sort of stuff here, I'm going to see if I can finish this nice little pour of tin cup. So see how it all goes. So hey, we're waiting on you. Yeah, buddy. She's gonna be angry. Hey Veronica, how you doing, love? How's it happening? Susan, how you doing, Susan? That's a good song. My name is not Susan. I think who's saying that? Somebody's saying that song back in the day. It's pretty good. How's it going over there in east of the mountains, Veronica? Is it getting hot over there yet? Oh, here she comes. There we go. Welcome to the party. Oh, where are you smiling?
You were supposed to get started.
Oh, I can't get started without you.
Okay, but did you pour just something for Brooklyn to drink?
I did. I did exactly that.
Yeah.
Do you want something? What would you like?
Didn't you put the port on the table? And
I
we
did.
had the whole conversation?
That you should have some.
Did you even get me a cup?
I think he's going to drink out the bottle, actually.
Really? When have you ever seen that?
I think
it's more likely that you just didn't think to get me a cup.
Probably not. But get over here.
Okay.
Get over here.
Okay.
85. Whoa. That's something. 85 this week and over there where Denslow is.
Oh my.
Oh my. That's what we saying these days. Oh my. Okay.
Do you want a second chair?
Hey Charlotte.
I thought you were going to get this whole thing set up. There's not even a second chair.
I'm gonna get a second
You're
chair.
You're standing.
I'm second chair.
Okay.
Good old music reference.
Hey.
So I'm gonna pour you some of this here.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Some of this grape juice.
Yes. Okay.
Fonda, how you doing, Fonda?
Hi, Fonda.
Star, how's it going, Star? That was a nice little, yeah. Okay, you got it.
You know, every time you say Star, I think of the girl from the Lost Boys movie.
When shit on a star.
No.
No, okay.
The Lost Boys movie, because he's like, what's your name? She's like, Star.
You think Star said that?
No, but it's how you say it with your accent.
Star?
Yeah.
Star.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a star.
So, anyways, it always makes me think of that movie. But that was probably the movie I've watched the most in my whole life.
On those 2 channels you had?
Oh, I had it on VHS. You better believe it.
VHS.
I had it on VHS.
All right, we should put a VHS in here.
Oh.
We get one with that stuck to the telly, and we can play like VHS movies in there. Like
that would be fun.
Just for giggles.
Yeah, we would giggle. Is there any way you're gonna go get me a cup?
Yeah, I should probably do that.
All right, you guys. We actually have a pretty fun project.
Class.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
I know. Okay, so we do have a fun project today that we're gonna work on. Oh, yours is from the Shirley Temple movie. Okay, I don't know that I've seen a Shirley Temple movie.
What?
Is that what you're?
You ever seen a Shirley Temple movie?
Well, Star said that hers is from the Shirley Temple movie.
Oh, okay, but you never seen a Shirley Temple?
So she wasn't named after the Lost Boys movie, which I would imagine.
Yeah.
But it always makes me think of that when you say it.
So weird.
I know. Okay.
Hey, I'm gonna pour the whole bottle in there.
What?
You'll be all right.
Are you sure this is any good?
Well,
Port doesn't go bad, right? It's not like red wine.
Eventually it will, but they found wine that's been
Put
2,000 years old.
Put that in the recycle bin. Did anybody taste the wine that was 2,000 years old?
No, it's expensive. I would love to have a taste.
No, but I mean, did whoever discovered it in an ancient Egyptian tomb, did they taste it? Or did they do scientific tests on it first to make sure it didn't have any killer bacteria?
Probably. Might what? Whatever it is.
Okay.
Kelly! How you doing, love?
Oh, Captain January. We might have to check that one out.
Captain January.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Okay. So, first off, you guys, I want to tell you about a new series.
I'll put your hands up a little bit there. I try to give you a little line there. There we go.
What was the line?
Just so you.
Why don't you just pull the camera closer to me? I got
camera.
shorter arms than you, right?
Oh, God. Go for it.
Okay. Okay. So we have a new series. Colleen is going to be doing a new series called The Technique Toolbox. She printed this before we named it, but it's a Technique Toolbox, and it's going to be a series of small classes. They're going to be about an hour and a half, and it's going to focus on a project, and you're going to do a number of different like backgrounds and techniques. Okay. Plus, so what's really going to be fun about this, you guys, is that you'll learn a number of different ways to use whatever the focused product is, and you will end up with a number of different swatches for those techniques with I'm not sure if she's giving you a little thing that you can glue onto the backside. So if you come to a couple of these, you'll end up with like a little reference library of techniques. It is going to be fantastic. So the first one, oh, thank you. The first one is going to be featuring distress oxides. Okay. So it's going to be Friday, May 23rd, and there are 2 times to choose from because the classes are going to be limited to 6 people, which means you will get to try and ask all of your questions. So Friday, May 23rd, 11:30 or 1:30. Those are the 2 different times to choose from. And you guys, this class is only $12. So it is going to be a fabulous learning series. So we will go through a bunch of different stuff, and like as people start to take it, if there's something you want to focus on, you know, in 3 or 4 or 5 episodes or sessions, that's the word, sessions, yeah, then you guys can talk to Colleen and, you know, put things up for suggestion. So I just want to tell you guys again, it's Friday, May 23rd, 11:30 or 1:30, and it's only $12. Okay. And that's a cash or check because that's the under $20 classes. And you don't really need much for supplies. This is just so you guys have a heads up.
I have a question.
Huh?
How much is it again?
It is $12.
$12?
For an hour and a half. That's pretty fun.
Gee.
Golly gee. Huh. Okay, so 45 oxide ink pads. This will all be in a newsletter that comes out. I'm just telling you guys. Bright colors, various color families, stuff that isn't going to, you want to pick colors that are going to like blend nice together, right? So she says what colors she used, and then you'll need a water spritzer, a heat tool, a water brush, and liquid adhesive. Oh, yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. Okay. So, registration is open if you guys do want to join us for this, because it is going to be, I think, a really, really great series to like help, you know, work on your skills. And you guys, this is starting, with some basics, right? So it is going to be fantastic for new crafters. Fantastic, for experienced crafters too, because then you can practice. Okay. Ready?
Oh, how much is the class?
$12.
$12.
Golly.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. So we're going to start our project, but, you know, I know.
So that thing I came up with.
Which thing did you come up with?
That guy.
Show me. Tell me about it.
Well, this guy here.
Yeah.
So I came up with this little amazing gem.
Oh, so how did you do it?
So what I did is I used this die here.
Yeah. And then what?
The paper rose, which I cut right down here in the middle, right?
Yeah.
See that? Hold on.
Yeah.
Made like a nice little window. Acetate.
How'd you get the acetate in there?
I stuck it on there.
How?
With tape.
Did you?
Minus the acid. Yeah.
Did you?
And then this here is the foil. Yep, and that's that guy there.
That is the black glossy paper.
That's the black glossy paper foil that I use.
Under Brooks Essential Crafting Supplies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what?
Can I just tell about it?
Go ahead and tell it. I
Okay.
mean, you know, I don't want to take all the credit all the time.
So today, we started a little early trying to figure out what we were going to do for the video. And he had an idea, but he told me after I'd already started this one. So since, you know, I had an idea of what I wanted to do for this card, I decided I was just going to finish it anyways. And then we're going to talk about it. But because this card is so cool. So do I still have this die out of the package somewhere that I can talk about?
No,
wow.
that's the die you put in the package.
Oh, did I?
Oh, you know, I have it over here.
I was pretty sure yeah. Thank you. Okay. So this is the, I don't know what it's called, honeycomb border die.
All the way from Australia.
All the way from Australia. $14.99. That came in with the Poppy release. Oh, look, we haven't even cleaned it out. But what's really cool about this one, you guys, is that it cuts the ends of, you know, the die part here, but it doesn't cut the top and it doesn't cut the bottom, which means then so what I did is I just took the die and my card base, I put it in and I centered it, okay, and then die cut it. And all that gives me this really cool window. Then what I did is I took this black glossy paper. This is the part where I think you might really like this, because this was slick, okay?
I know, I did it.
I know. Because with a window like this, you need a little more strength for it to hold the card up, right?
And the glossy paper is a heavier cardstock.
Which would give it more strength, but I wanted even more than that.
You wanted more?
Hercules. Hercules, Hercules.
Okay.
You remember?
No.
Okay.
But I put it together.
Yeah. Okay. So what I did then is I took a strip of black glossy paper that was about 2.5 inches wide. Can you hand me that, Elizabeth Crafts, right there?
Oh, okay.
And I'll tell you, 2.5 inches wide because...
I like how you keep saying how you did it.
I know, right?
Go ahead, yeah.
Because 2.5 inches wide gives us more top and bottom, okay? So I did a 2.5 inch wide strip of black glossy paper, put this on the back, so then when you die cut this into the black glossy paper, it created a sticker.
Yep.
Right. And then what?
And there was that.
Okay, there's more. Then we cut our acetate.
Yeah.
Right?
We had to slice that right down here so I can make that sort of window.
Right. How wide did you cut the acetate?
Oh, that was about 1 8/16 of 100.
Okay, math break. 8/16 of 100?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I'm going to need to see that one in writing.
You got to eyeball it.
8/16 would be a half, first off, but 8/16 of 100 is where I've just lost my mind.
So that would be, let me do that.
Bah.
16, yeah, I think that's a great one.
I think that is a nonsense number. Okay, we're going to go back to crafting. Anyways, so what I did is I cut the acetate just slightly wider than this opening, okay? So that I could stick it right on the back of that honeycomb part, and then the acetate sticks to the honeycomb, right? That we just made into a sticker.
Yeah, I know.
And what else happens?
It stays put because it's strong.
But what else happens?
It don't move because it's sticky and it stays put.
Okay, and we're just going to keep going because you're not going to get to the answer. The acetate is shorter than the black cardstock. So the black cardstock still has sticky on both the top and the bottom.
Yeah.
Bam, right? We line it up with the card base, and now you have acetate sandwiched between without issues of adhesive on acetate.
It's not magic, it's just math.
Okay. That's crafting wizardry right there. Okay, so anyways, that was the cool part about how this all came together. And then I decided to just trim the edges. But you guys, try that. Whether you have this border die or something else, give that a try. And we just got in a whole stash of the black glossy cardstock. Could you grab me one to show people? Okay, it's coming. But I'll tell you what, you guys. So normally it is a pack of 5 is $4.99. And we have it, you get a pack of 5. It's 8.5 by 11. This is why it would be nice if he was bringing it over, but I think it's coming. Okay. So this is a paper I use all the time because the effect is so dramatic. So pack of 5, $4.99 is the regular price. Okay. Well, I don't know where it is. But anyways, 2 packs for $7 is the special that we have going. Okay? I don't know where you put them. Just in case you couldn't tell from the die cut what the cardstock looked like or what black glossy cardstock might look like, he brought me a single sheet. So for those of you guys that are watching the video, 2 packs of the black glossy cardstock for $7 versus the 10 that it is regular. Okay. Because I'm so excited and I really, really want you guys to try this. All right. Next up. Now, we have a fun project. So he comes to me with an idea of combining this fabulous die with this freaking awesome stamp, which...
Wait. It's like a lot happening here because...
Oh!
This guy came from India.
Yeah.
And there's a special thing that we're going to be doing with Shalini from India. She's going to come on live, but since they're about 12 hours ahead, we got to figure out like a morning.
It's going to be a nighttime.
A nighttime. Well, it's going to be a nighttime live video.
For us.
For us, but it's going to be AM for her.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's totally fine. So...
Can I show them what we're going to do?
I don't know.
Can I tell them what the day is?
Tell them what the day is. But can we crack the box open?
Crack it. There's other stuff in here, though.
Do I need a knife?
Well, I don't...
Let me have the scissor.
No, you know, you guys, I was fussy cutting with these earlier, and I made him come over and look at these. I don't know if you guys remember a video where he took my fussy cut scissors and opened wine. But clearly, I've lost all the scissors but the ones with the bunged up tip.
Let's go ahead and use that. Hey,
okay.
Dora.
Hi, Dora.
You're never late. All right,
no. Because, hard to believe, we haven't started yet. No. Why are you opening it? Is that the...
That's how you open
Oh.
it. Obviously.
Is there a slit right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a box.
Well, I realize it's a box.
Yeah, you ask some amazing questions sometimes. I wonder. All right, here we go. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. All the way from India. Where are we going?
You gotta open it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That. Da, 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 da. Now, what's Shalini? What company is she from?
She is from Dress My Craft.
Okay, look at that.
And you guys, okay, so we're going to talk. Ooh. Oh.
Okay, there's two of them here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be two.
I don't know if I can show these. This is the free gift.
Oh, that's what it is?
Yeah. That's so fun.
Oh, that's pretty, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so.
Where's the tag?
Where is the tag? It's in here. Let's see if we can find it.
Okay.
There's no tag.
No tag. Is this the tag?
No. Oh, no, here it is.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we just have to get through all the packaging. Open it here on the camera.
What is this?
Okay.
Bubble. I hand it to you.
Okay. All right. Now we're ready to make the actual announcement. Okay?
Okay.
So, we've carried Dress My Craft products for a while, and they have had they carry a range of tools that are really fantastic. They carry one of the things that I know a lot of you guys might know about is the Ergo Bone Folder. This is Teflon, so it doesn't mark your paper, which is fabulous. I don't know if we have any in stock at the moment, but we usually do. So, and they do dyes and stuff like that. So she's starting, we talked the other night, and we are going to do this kind of a partnership program.
Have a drink.
Oh, to slow down?
Yeah, you just like rumbling on. That's not even a drink. That's a sip. That's not enough.
Oh, it's strong though. Oh, can't help my face making that face.
You made that face regardless. That's just a face you made. You'll have more?
Okay.
I mean, what do you like? Kindergarten?
Yeah, I can't drink as fast as you.
They just put it on your lips like lipstick?
No, look, you can tell. Look at how much it's gone from there to down. I drank a lot.
That's because you leaned the cup.
How is it all the way around then, Buster?
Look at that.
I lean the cup towards my mouth.
It has legs.
It does.
It has legs.
Legs! Okay, this is beautiful. I haven't seen this in person.
Yeah, I figured.
Obviously, it just showed up. Yeah, she showed me on the video call. But, okay, so here's the deal, all right? So, mark your calendars, because I have to tell you, for Friday. I think it's next weekend.
The 16th? It could be.
Yeah. Friday the 16th, next Friday.
At what time?
At 8:30 p.m.
That means we'll do a live, and then we're going to run and then watch her do the live.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it.
It's going to be a busy day on Facebook. But here's why. So this is a new program. So she's going to come on and she's going to teach you guys how to make this really cool. You can take it out of the bag. It's going to come out of the bag.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, I was wondering why
she's
you
gonna,
didn't take it
I
out
know.
of the bag.
She's going to teach us this really cool tag. It's an acetate tag, and she's going to teach us how to make these really cool, like beautiful sort of watercolor flowers without using any color, okay? And she's going to teach us all of, you know, this kind of stuff. Plus, has a gob of samples to show you guys. So, you just took the die. I need that die over there.
Okay.
I think that's the one. Is that the one? Yeah.
New packaging.
Yes. Yes. So, I'm excited to see this too. She and I talked about this. So it's going to feature this die from, Dress My Craft, obviously, because I don't know. The sentence was just going there. But you guys, I'm really excited about this new packaging. Oh my gosh. She told me it was great. And yes, it is. Okay, so the packaging for Dress My Craft dies is now going to have the dies images on here. And look at how cute these little things are. It's also going to have the sizes on here. But you guys, 2 sample images of what you can make with that die. Fantastic, right? So when you look at a die from Dress My Crafts now, you will be able to tell what it is. So a couple things are going to happen. This is our first meeting. And so she's going to teach you something, and she's going to tell you about various things. And then whatever it is that you want from the project that she taught, you're going to let me know, and we're going to put in an order, and it's going to ship direct from India, because their products, they have some really cool stuff, but they're very difficult to get, okay, for us here as a retailer in the States. But here's why you want to mark your calendar. We're going to do this probably 2 or 3 times and see how it goes. And if it is a popular thing where you guys are liking it and you're crafting and doing those kind of things, we're going to keep going, okay? So I want to make sure that we show up for something, because I think it's really exciting that a manufacturer is going to come on and teach you guys. And it is a crack of dawn thing for her. I think it's like, I don't know, 7 a.m. or something like that. So, but I didn't want to go any later. And for being live on the video, this is why you want to be live. There is a free gift for everyone. Whether you buy Dress My Craft from that show or not, there's a free gift for everyone, okay? So that's what was in the box that we can't show you. But, so mark your calendar. I am very excited. More information will be coming, and he wants me to take a breath and slow down.
Scrappy said, take it easy on you.
Easy on Lil Brookie.
I know, right?
Lil Brookie.
I know.
That's because you were forcing me to drink.
Have more. Have more. Is that my Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Crystal says, damn it, Brooke, we were all even now. Oh, you're funny, Crystal.
Have
Not
more.
quite. I didn't run your card yet, but.
I don't know. I think I'm doing an Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Were you, though?
I did not a tumor. Is that right?
Why did you come up with the word tumor?
And that was in kindergarten.
I don't have a tumor? What was
it's
it?
Not a tumor.
What was it?
I don't
His
know.
bicep?
No, I don't know what it. Maybe a lump on the head.
Oh.
But whatever it was, it is not a tumor.
Okay. Well, that is vaguely recognizable. Anyways.
There you go. I just need you to be here.
Can I just say one more thing? Because I'm excited about this.
Well, I can't stop you. I promise you.
Okay. Those of you guys that watched our Wednesday video are probably thinking in your head, but Brooke, right?
Mm-hmm.
What did we just talk about with dyes?
I'm first to admit I want no part of what's going on in your head. I want no part of it. Scrappy,
you do not.
Scrappy might want a part of it.
Nope. Okay, but I know you guys that watched Wednesday are like, okay, Brooke, that looks like it's dye-based, and we were talking about a current situation. Guess what, guys? I already checked.
Oh, China.
Not made in China.
Are you excited?
I am, because this is the only manufacturer I've found so far not made in China.
Oh, okay.
For dyes. So that's even more exciting, right?
That's good.
Yeah. Okay. So, everybody, I hope you're smiling. Are you ready to craft with the director?
No.
He has no idea what he's going to
You
do.
have to start this. And I'm going to come through. I'm going to come through for executive credits.
Mary, yes. Next Friday at 8:30 p.m.
8:30 p.m. Our time.
Yeah, because isn't the following
It's
weekend...
like 12. It's Memorial.
Wait a minute.
Memorial Day's down.
Hold
here,
on. Let me
26.
confirm this.
Okay, look it up.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's see what times.
The 17th.
Oh, wait. Nope. That's her time.
The 19th.
See where it says the 17th, my time?
16th.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. 8:30.
Yeah.
16th.
Okay. 8:30 p.m. May 16th. Yes. Yes. And I will send out an email. I think I'll send out an email that just says this.
Really? That would be nice.
Yeah. Maybe
If
I'll get...
If it just this and not
Just
anything.
that. Yeah. Because I do get a little wordy.
Do you get worried?
I get wordy. Yeah. Okay. So I'm really excited about that, though, you guys. She and I had a nice chat. I've known her for a long time.
All right, you ready, champ?
Okay.
You ready? So, what are you going to do today?
What you gonna do today?
No, I'm asking you don't do that again. Just don't do that.
It's so embarrassing. I should just get out my cat stroller right now. Okay, so what would you like to make today?
Well, I think if we go with this here, we use this guy, we talked about,
Yeah.
and we come up with something quite funny with this grumpy son of a gun here.
Yes. And so we're going to focus on all and create.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so what we've decided is that we want to make a fun kind of a collage layered looking card, but we want to make our life a little bit easier. Usually I just give him watercolor paper and let him go to town. Today, we had other things to talk about also, so we're going with the, let's start our collage with
I think so.
patterned paper
Go
to
for
give
it.
us a heads up, right?
Lori, how you doing, love?
A fishing line. Yeah, I know, right? I know, Lori. Yeah. So, okay, so this is a paper we've recently got in, ish, from Photoplay called Everyday Junk. And this has some fabulous, like, collage elements to start with, okay?
Very, very junk journaling.
Yeah, but, I mean, you can use these for, like, junk journaling, yes. Mini albums, yes.
It's literally called Everyday Junk.
Yeah, but other things are called junk that aren't junk.
Like what?
I think I'm going to stop right there with that sentence. Okay. Yep, I will, Mary. I promise. Okay, so we were looking for something to give us kind of a good start. So we decided that this paper, there's a bunch of them to choose from and a lot of these kind of collage papers, but this one had a neutral background. So what we're going to do is I'm going to hand this over to, since he doesn't want to craft yet and he wants me to kick it off, he gets to do the cutting first, okay? So what we're going to have him do is cut the UPC off.
The what?
The UPC
Okay.
strip.
Yeah.
That strip down at the bottom.
It totally heard some totally.
What'd you hear?
I don't know. You just
Oh, you're
with a whole bunch of words together.
Oh, okay. Well, that's because you've had me drink a lot already.
Yeah, scoot up,
and we
let
didn't
me
eat.
go. All right.
So cut this and then cut it down like that.
Go ahead, you do it. I'm gonna ink it.
Okay.
Get going. It's just a little interruption here.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Don't drink my port.
And the ink that I chose was Wild Honey, was it not?
You chose a couple inks there if you look
I
closely.
think Wild Honey is nice because it's sort
You
of.
chose a couple inks there if you look closely.
Yeah, but when I was inking that paper, I'm gonna go across that edge.
What do you rethink about?
Yeah, no, I need to do that guy. But that guy is out of it's the Mermaid Lagoon, right?
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Uncharted Mariner.
Right.
By that I mean Uncharted Mariner.
By that you do mean that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, hand me that.
So, which side? Okay, so here's this.
Not this, it's not that.
You didn't even, like, you had all the time in the world and you didn't even clean out the die. Bugger. Wait a minute! What are you doing?
Are you like a Catholic school, primary school teacher?
I'm just trying to figure out what are you doing?
Well, I'm going to ink this paper.
Why on earth would you do that right now?
I don't know.
Okay, then.
Why wouldn't I do it?
Why would you do it?
Okay.
What will change if you ink it now versus later? It's a quiz.
What would change? The color, of course.
Would
If I
it?
ink it now and ink it later, it'd be the color would change.
Wouldn't it still be the color that you inked it?
Not if I ink it, not this color. And if I ink it, it's going to be a different color.
How about this? If you ink before you die cut, it'll all be the color. If you ink after you die cut, the edges of the cuts catch the ink a little different.
Oh, you're talking about framing. That in the crafting world is what we call framing.
Which part of this project would you like to start with first?
Well, I want to start with this here.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you what. How about you come over here?
No,
I want you to I got to cut this.
No.
I'm
You're
gonna
not
cut
ready
this.
to cut it yet. Hold on. Which side of the paper do you want to use?
I'm going to use this side of the paper. Right here.
That side.
Yeah.
Okay. So, to make our life easier, we have a 4-inch or so roll of adhesive
Okay.
that will fit perfectly on the back of this paper.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to have you do that. Let me just get out of the chat.
You just drink up.
Yeah.
Big old gulp,
Yeah,
Buster.
you get out.
Big old gulp.
You got that.
Okay, this is why I had to stop him. He knows where the end is going. Okay, so for those of you guys that are new to putting adhesive on the back of paper, this is the same technique I did for the black glossy paper. But for that one, I always use Elizabeth Crafts because it's a little bit thicker than this one, and it gives you this loft when it die cuts that is amazing for black glossy and basically all the foils. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to turn this paper into a sticker. Now, this is what's on the other side. So if you accidentally put it with the wrong side down, then you will have this side showing for your sticker instead of this side, okay? But we are going to, so what I do is I just kind of roll this out of the way and try to make this as easy to line up as possible. And then...
Your line up is going to happen if you don't put it...
Oh, it's not even in the camera, is it?
There you go.
Okay, roll it that way just a little bit. Okay.
Professional would know.
I know. Okay. Oop.
There we go. Hold on to it.
You hold on to it. Okay, so I just try, what's nice is because the adhesive is slightly smaller than the paper, so hopefully, now I will tell you, I've already had support, but yeah, so we want to just get it so that it is mostly straight on the paper.
Cut it.
And then, whoa, 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 just use the scissors, because otherwise you'll get adhesive goo on the, on my rotary trimmer, and that's harder to clean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You could use that if you were cutting in the middle of the paper so that the adhesive was sandwiched, but otherwise you'll just get adhesive everywhere.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Look at that.
Look at this. Look at this.
One more.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Kelly says, are we married?
Oh my God, no! A lunatic! And a lunatic!
We've tried to divorce so many times.
So many times.
So many times.
And I have
it never sticks.
I have a head full of hair.
And I'm working on trying to get him to lose it just for fun.
It won't happen.
Yeah. Wasn't really an answer though, was it? Okay. I need the weight back on here.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. So what we're going to do is just, well, it doesn't really matter where we cut this. So I'm going to just hand this over to my die cutter.
The die cutter.
My die cutter. Die cutter.
Okay.
Okay. So he's going to make the... Why are you laughing? I don't know what is... We are like on fire today.
No,
okay.
These are ridiculous.
Oh, just me? Just me. I'm just the ridiculous one. Okay. Fair enough. So he's cutting this piece. Okay. Cut it, yeah, a few times. Oh, you know what? Can you also cut this?
Yeah. Out of what?
Out of what?
Yeah. Out of what?
Out of that.
The same paper?
Why not?
Okay.
Wouldn't that be good?
I think it'd be great.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'll come back to that. All right. So, are you guys ready for this? This is so cool. Wait a minute. Where did the die pit go?
Been ready since...
I know, 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
We didn't have any lunch, so that big port gulp was pretty dandy.
I think that's so...
I just called it dandy.
Yeah, no, right?
Okay.
Ask me again if we're married.
Oh, gosh. Okay. So, here's what's really fun about this. This is such a cool die because not only do you get this great outline, but you get all of these fun little circles, okay? So we're going to kind of come back to that. And in the meantime, until he decides to jump in here, I'm going to hand him this die and a die pick and let him poke it out.
I think so.
Why don't you just hand that to me before you break it?
Got it.
Yeah, you got it? Okay,
Yeah.
Pretty good. Okay, so now for those of you guys, Kelly says I need more. There'll be more coming. Yeah, I think that's the only way to get through today's project. Okay, so for those of you guys that were in my recent inking class, the All in Creatives Today, All to New class, we talked about different times to use different tools, okay? So normally, what I want to do at this point is I want to take this fun die cut that I just made, which is a little bit wild looking, even if I put it on a solid, right, or a VEG solid, it's wild looking with that pattern, right? But what I want to do is I want to ink it, and I want to ink it in Uncharted Mariner. So we're going to turn it kind of a blue, not a super dark blue, but a kind of a blue. And in order to do that, normally I would grab my pouncers. However, the pouncers, the reason I would normally grab my pouncers is because they are an up and down ink applicator, and they do not pull and tug on your die cuts, especially your delicate ones, for when you need to add some ink, so they don't damage your die cuts. So that would be the logical choice here. However, I am going to try to do the foam applicator with Uncharted Mariner, because why, Brooke?
Why?
Why did we?
They call us middlemen.
No. I mean, yes, but that is super not the reason.
Oh, okay. I don't know the reason then.
Okay, why did I ask you to wait till we die cut it to ink it?
You know,
so the ink catches on the edges of the die cut.
Yeah, you did say that.
I did. I am super glad you're listening. This is like the whole part of our life, right? I have to repeat. And then he's like, you didn't tell me.
Repeat.
repeat. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I want to add blue to this, but I have to be really careful because it's kind of solid in some parts, but like this piece right here, which is going to be critical to my design later, this piece is pretty delicate. So I'm just going to take this and go at not a snail's pace, but, you know, reasonably. So we are just going to slowly, and I'm just light touching over the top of this. Now, the reason that I have this mat on here today, why didn't you ask me that? You got to ask me all the questions, otherwise it's just an hour monologue.
Okay. So, why do you have the mat on today?
Okay, that is a good question. Question?
Have some ports. There we go. Have some ports. Scrappy should be here having the 40-year-old Jim Beam with me, Scrappy. I'm a little disappointed you're not sharing the Jim Beam with me today.
I'm laughing because Tiffany totally understands the repeat part that I just said. It's the whole part of my life.
Right,
okay, so
Tiffany,
the reason that I picked the blue mat, we may craft something today too, is because one, when I go to ink it, it'll hold my pad in place, right? And because my die cut is relatively delicate.
But these are back in stock.
They are. But guess what?
What?
They're gray, which is better than blue.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
You want to know why?
Why?
Why? Because you can tell what colors you put on it.
Oh.
That is not the answer you thought it was going to be. Funny. So that empty look that you had in your eye after that response, that's how I felt when you said 8/16 of a hundredth.
Star said metric. I'm going to agree with Star.
When he asked questions. Yeah. I just choked myself. Could you go get the mats? Just one mat. One mat.
You put an S on that.
What?
You said, can I go get the mat?
I know. One mat, and then we'll put it on hold for Tiffany when you're done.
Okay.
So it isn't like you wasted the walk over there. But you can also show it because we do have a few in stock.
Hey, Matt! Matt? Matt?
Okay, so note to self.
Where's Matt?
Remind us in the future, or somebody bring us snacks on Friday, because neither one of us has had any food today. No snacks or anything. We were like, oh, should we get something to eat? Oh, no, let's just do the video and then we'll go grab some dinner.
Is your name, Matt?
I don't know. So, it depends on who's still here with us. Oh, I think he just went out the door. Did you relock it, though?
Yeah, I was
Okay.
looking for Matt.
You are such a dingbat. All right, so this is not Matt, but this is Craft Matt.
Oh, first name Kraft.
First name Craft.
Okay.
Mr.
First-
Matt.
Mr. Matt.
Anyway, so it's just like this one, except it's gray, but also the other side has a grid on it,
Yeah, that's a grid on it.
which is like a weird bonus. 'Cause
That's his middle name.
grid?
Kraft
Wait.
Grid Matt.
No. Wouldn't it be Craft Matt Grid? No, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyway.
It
All right.
doesn't matter.
In all of
It doesn't matter.
Oh my god, we're like insane. Because normally that would not be funny.
it was good.
Great.
Okay, guys. Even through all of this nonsense gibberish that we have talked about, I did get this inked. Okay, and hopefully I gave you enough words at the beginning that when I was inking and not talking about it, you guys. So here's what's really cool. Look at how we've turned this into like kind of like a blue bubble background, but because we used the decorative paper, right? It has a little tiny bit of interest when you look close. I don't know how much is showing on the video because I can't hold it still, it seems.
Okay.
But
Hold it still right
okay,
there. Right there.
boom. But it's like my hands.
Yeah, I think I like it.
Yeah. So it's really cool. Just trust me. You guys trust me. I know you do. Okay. So we have to do it to this one too, and we have to do it darker. So the question is, should I make you do it? This one's really delicate though.
Well, what color you want me to do it?
We have to do it just like that one, but we have to do it darker. I say on repeat.
Let me do that. Just
Okay.
hold it right there.
You hold it. You need to
No.
sit down because feel how delicate
No,
it is.
I
You're
can
going to
feel
rip
it.
it all to pieces. I'm getting up. I got
Can
no
I-
part of this.
Can I just pounce on it like that?
No.
Look at it. I
Yeah,
just
but you're
pounce
not
on
getting
it.
the edges like we talked about. But
Well,
whatever.
let me do this.
You do you, bud.
Are you drinking your port?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yep.
I think it's good. Look at that.
That was it?
Yeah.
Okay, pull the other one over. What was the one thing I said?
You need edges.
Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, but what was the other thing I said in the very beginning? Needs to be inked like that one, but...
Here you go. I got some feet.
Inked
there.
like that one, but...
Hold on. Hold on. I
Can
think I got
anybody
it.
fill in the space for
I
him?
think I have it. I think I have it. Calm down. Hold on. I'm gonna go right there. There we go. There we go.
Is anybody paying attention?
No, I think they
I think
watching
everybody's
this shit.
gone to grab more wine.
There we
Okay.
go. I think it's
so,
good.
What was the caveat?
You make me smile.
Inked like that one, but
Darker.
darker.
Yeah. The Gooseman.
Gooseman is listening. Oh, Crystal, I adore you.
Gooch for the win.
Is that darker?
Darker than that color.
Is it?
This one here?
Yeah.
Well,
Just say no because the
Okay.
answer is no.
no, the answer is no.
Okay, so you have work to do.
I got work to do. Okay, let me set this to the side here.
All right, Tiffany, we'll talk to you soon. Have a good night. So talk. Tell people what you're doing. Give them an idea. You know, you got to talk and craft.
I'm
That is,
concentrated.
we don't have the voiceover option, so you have to be the voiceover at the same time.
Oh, well, I think it's good.
Yeah. Okay.
I got a darker.
You did get it darker.
There we go. Win-win.
Yeah. I don't know how much darker. But
Winner, winner, chicken
let's
dinner.
see. What do you think? I mean, it's darker.
Yeah, but how can you make it darker?
Okay, so I'll just tell you guys, he did a pretty good job. Okay, but what I ended up doing I'm not going to make it much darker, but I will talk to you about the technique that I did, so not to damage the die cut. So because this one is so delicate, remember it has that sticker paper on the backside, so I'm not really worried about all the ink that's there. But so what I did is I get some ink here, and then I take it and I just do like a little, whatever makes sense for the die so that it doesn't rip. But so sometimes it's this little jiggle here, and sometimes it's just a little, like almost like a feather pounce. Is that a thing? It is today.
A feather pounce?
Yeah, I think it's a good one.
Today is the day of making up random words.
It is so the day for that.
They crushed it.
So, but what you want to do is take your fingers and hold on to as much of the die cut as you can so that it survives. We'll just say survives because I think that's actually pretty accurate. So that U is very delicate, okay? So I'm going to take my pouncer and go this way because that's the way the legs of the U go. And then on like the K and the A, they're pretty delicate too, but they're stuck together. So I'm going to just kind of go towards that hinge. See how much darker it is?
Yeah, it looks darker.
Yeah, it is darker. That's why it looks darker.
That's
that should be on a t-shirt. Oh my gosh. Okay. There we go. Now it's a little darker. How's that look?
Yeah.
You make me smile.
Yeah, I like the die. How much is the die?
This die is $11.50. And we do have those in stock, but I think we can get more too.
Oh.
But I'm not sure. I think so.
You know what?
I think we can get more. Can I get a baby wipe?
I have finished all my tin cup.
The tin cup is gone.
No more tin cup.
Oh.
You asked me for something like 2 seconds ago. That's like a goldfish. I totally forgot.
That was from, what was that show about the coach and the soccer on Apple TV?
What was the question?
Well, I needed a baby wipe, but then I had one.
Oh, you had one. You sent me on the
I wanted you to waste your steps as Crystal requested. Oh, wait, it was Tiffany. Tiffany said, make him waste the walk. Okay, so let me just clean up my mess here. All right, you guys, that's the blue. All right.
There's a lot of photo for that blue.
I know, right?
Okay, what's next?
The whole thing is a lot of folder off.
What's next?
Okay, so what's next?
I think we should color this guy.
I think we should.
With a bit of honey.
But, so, here's where we're going to go, friends. This is the other part, right? Remember we had two parts? This is going to be the background for this die. But we're going to work on that in a second.
Why is that the background for that die?
Because it was the other half of that one, and then we're using this paper.
Okay.
Why? What was the answer?
I have no answer.
Oh, I thought you really did have a question, like that had an answer. No?
I was just trying to have dialogue.
Dialogue. Okay, so tell me what your vision is with this.
Okay, so I would like this paper to be just a little bit.
No, what do you want to do with this thing? You want to incorporate this.
I want the grumpy guy. I want the grumpy guy to like be somewhere in one of these, right?
Okay.
Like right there. I just want that little grumpus face.
Because that face
is the best.
The obvious one for you make me smile.
Even then, right? With the coffee, right? I think that one with the coffee is the one.
And I love the little belly button on this guy. And the one slipper. He is the cutest. This is an older All In Create stamp, but I have reordered it so many times because it is so flipping adorable. So, okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to...
What are we going to do?
We are going to put him in one of these circles so that he can be like a focal point.
Yeah, I think
right?
So.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's see. I am all about using what's in front of me. That's the beauty of ADD, right? Didn't Jamie tell you that? One of the things with ADD is I like to have everything in front of me so I can see, because then my brain can remember about it.
Really?
You didn't. She didn't. No. Yeah. Okay. You didn't hear that part, which I believe. Okay. All right. So that being said, I have this paper in front of me, right? So I'm thinking I want him to be stamped and in the circle. I mean, the director wants him to be stamped and in the circle.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, but because we're just doing our best to use interesting paper, we're going to stamp him on this paper. And this little spot right here, I think will be big enough for
Him to be stamped.
him to be stamped in and for the circle.
Okay.
Because it has to not only be big enough for him to be stamped in, but also big enough for the circle. And it is interesting, but not overwhelming, right? So if I'm trying to figure out what I want to put in these circles, I'm going to just kind of hold this up to the paper. And I can see that I have at least enough of that ledger pattern to make this work.
So here's a question.
Tell me a question.
Why not cut it out and then stamp it in the circle? Since you have the precision stamper, which can put it right where you need it to go instead of like eyeballing it like the old days of 1999.
Because I'll show you what I'm going to do. I don't know. I don't know. But wait, is this the one that I used already?
Well, yeah. I thought.
Did I?
It's not
Wait, this one
crooked.
doesn't look dirty. Where's the other one?
That's the one you used.
Are you sure?
You had two.
Okay.
One had a disfigured nose.
It did. Okay. Oh, yeah, it's a little green. I mean brown. Okay. So I'm going to put him... Can you guys see this? You got to tell me if I'm not on camera. Why am I so high? Look at this. Power of zooming in. Okay. So I've got him kind of laid out, but before I grab it with the stamp platform, now I want to take this little circle and give myself kind of an idea of how this is going to lay out to see if that's about where I want it. And because of the way that this particular die is...
Oh, you need me to hand you the die?
Yeah, that was the dramatic pause.
Okay.
It has all open spots literally everywhere except for the one spot we want to put the dog. See that?
Is that where we put him in there?
Uh-huh.
Huh. But it's not... Is it... I don't know.
At any rate, so we just will have to do a little bit of thinking about it because for whatever reason we can see literally everything in the die except the one spot. Okay, so I'm going to use the die cut as my template. Oops. Oh my gosh. Okay, he just ran away, like literally ran away.
Well, let's get my specs.
Oh, okay. So I think that's probably good. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay. Boop. Okay. No. Where are you going?
One right here.
Oh, I've lost him. Okay. So because of our color palette, we've talked about this before. For clear stamps, silhouette stamps, that kind of thing, even rubber stamps, VersaFine Clair is my #1 choice, unless I need like a non-pigment ink, because this is a quick drying pigment ink. But for this particular one, and I think about the colors that I'm going to go with for the project, I decided not to do black, but I'm going to do brown. It gives me a softer dog image than a black would, given, you know, kind of the color scheme of things that we're probably going to be using. So, but VersaFine Clair can be embossed. It can be heat embossed. So what I'm going to do is take my, today I'm using Pine Cone. Pine Cone.
I like it.
And for those of you guys that love your VersaFine Clair Nocturne, but haven't started using your colors, or maybe you haven't gotten colors yet, Pine Cone is a great one to start with, along with Morning Mist, because they are kind of neutrals, but it will get you out of just stamping black.
Yeah.
I don't have my stamp pressy thing.
That's a nice.
Okay,
That stamp.
are you guys in love with this dog?
No, only that, because that ink sort of put the lines in real nice. Look at, I mean, even
Yeah.
the small, the dots over around the nose came out real nice.
Well, and all in Create. So stamps made in England,
Mm-hmm.
they make really nice stamps.
Oh, yeah.
So
I would know.
the stamp, you would know, because you were in England
Making stamps.
also making stamps.
As in,
Yeah.
1947, I think.
I don't know what my situation is here with this pressing either. I am not sure. Okay, I need the quick.
What do you need? Oh, you
He can't read my mind. I think after all this time he should be able to, but turns out he can barely understand what I say when he hears me.
What?
How can he read my mind? Okay, turn on the heat tool.
Where is it?
Plugged in.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to hand this over to him. He's going to turn it on to warm it up. He's going to turn it on to warm it up. And then I'm going to hand this over and I'm going to let him heat emboss it. And then we're going to check it just to make sure that it's done.
You know what? Turn the camera around so they see me right now.
All right, we're going on the move.
There we go.
Oh, that's upside down for everybody.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, but I think they'll be okay.
Go ahead. Okay. No, here we go. I think I got it. Is it moving?
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
There we go.
Oh, so it feels like no matter how long you've been crafting, the magic of embossing powder is always magical. But don't overheat it, because I don't want you to melt it into the paper.
What about that middle guy?
Well, let me see. Let me see it so I can test it.
Is it good?
Yeah, it looks great.
Well, hold on. Hey, turn them sideways. I want to...
There we go.
Okay.
You guys can totally tell this is a Wine Friday with no food. Socks and... Oh, Crystal called you out. Yes, Crystal, I know it's embarrassing.
I do have
he thinks my cat stroller's embarrassing. I know.
Boats and socks. Yeah.
It is not okay. It's still not okay.
I'm out here.
You are out here.
I'm out here.
Yeah. You are representing that guy.
I ain't a man bun, Crystal.
No.
Have enough hair?
No, man bun. You don't have bunnable hair.
I have a little bunnable hair. Where would the hell that mean?
Bunnable.
But Crystal, you left. You moved to Georgia. Is there one of us?
What?
Crystal moved to Georgia.
I know, but she's still one of us. Oh, wait.
The Last of Us.
She says you're one of us. Wait a minute.
The Last of Us.
Hold on. That means Crystal wears sandals and socks. I thought she was mocking you, but she was actually joining your club.
Oh, yeah. We used to have on sandals and socks, too.
I don't even own sandals.
I know.
Okay, you guys.
You know who owns sandals? Your brother.
That is true. Can I have the little Tim Holtz trimmer?
Yeah, I should get that for you. See?
Yeah. You guys, remarkably, we're almost done.
Yeah, we're almost done.
The port's almost gone. The tin cup is definitely gone.
Tin cup is out. I can get a new bottle.
Why don't you refresh with the Mount St. Helens?
Woo!
Yeah.
I have a bottle of it, but I just want to drink it with the scrap stuff.
I know. You got an entire bottle.
I know.
Okay. So, I know my dog is right here, right? My dog. Oh, that didn't come out quite as cool as I thought it was going to. Oh my God, I'm so dumb.
It's a quote. Socks and sandal guy. It's a quote. Crystal.
Oh, Crystal, wait. Okay, so does that mean she's not claiming to be a socks and sandals person?
I don't know.
I feel like that was a pretty good way out of claiming your socks and sandals.
I think she wanted them.
I think she probably is too. And since she's not here to prove it,
I've been running from the socks and sandals. I admit, I've been running from it.
until he visited his sister, and she's like, "Oh my God, you have to try these Birkenstocks."
Yeah.
And I lost him. I lost all of it. So
Trish told me I need to try Birkenstocks. Great.
was it Trish?
Yeah, Trish.
Oh, I thought it was your sister in Vegas.
Well, Shannon, she would never be caught dead in socks and sandals.
Oh, that's why I like her so
It's
much.
hot.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. But she might just wear sandals.
She's
Okay.
having her feet out.
Okay, fair enough. Me either. All right. So, there's a lot of conversation today and kind of some crafting. We're going to get there. We are going to get there. Okay, so I don't know what size this is. I could look on the packaging, though. Did we find the packaging? Yeah. What's the sizes on that? Look on that packaging.
The Birks and the Crocs, Crystal. Well, okay, take my specs off. Where you at? It is 10 by 7 by 15 centimeters.
Yeah, but didn't they add? Yeah. Oh, inches.
For the American.
This was my request, you know.
I know it was you. I figured you want to say that.
I know. Yeah.
Take a bow.
Thank you. There's another request coming.
What's that?
Oh, he says he's going to share it, the sample, with on his blog when he gets it done.
Okay.
Yeah, it was from another one. I'll share it with you guys if I see. He's going to give me credit.
I know, Janice. Isn't it great? Like the winters in
4.2 by 5.9.
Unless I go skiing. I mean, even then, I have on like socks and sandals before I like put any of the things on. Before I put my boots on.
What? Yeah. Okay, so good.
That's great, but you need to ink that paper.
Yeah. Do you want to ink it or do you want me to ink
I'm gonna
it?
need you to ink that.
Why?
Because my inking abilities might be.
Oh, have you decided? So in the beginning you were going to craft, but the more you drink, the less you craft.
Sound like a commercial.
Okay, so the color that he decided was going to go with the Uncharted Mariner.
What's with the quotations?
Oh, did I do that on purpose?
It's wild honey. I want to get it dark around the edges, and then a little bit in there. Then I want you to touch it, just a skate.
Oh, a skate.
Yeah.
With Uncharted Mariner? What?
But just put down the wild honey.
I think that we'll just leave it at that.
Play that funky music.
What is it? What's the next line?
That's the band called Wild Cherry.
It's play that funky music, White Boy.
Yeah. I know that.
I know, but why did you stop?
Because I was trying to think of the name of the band. I thought it was Wild Honey, but it's Wild Cherry.
Okay.
Yeah. Play that funky.
Oh.
That was a hit.
My inking is not so good right now.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. It's been better. I think it's the pad, though.
Yeah, I got the Birks. It took a while before I put them on. And I just didn't want no part of it.
No part.
I was like, nah, that's ridiculous.
I still want no part.
Who's wearing that? And then here I am, right now. Winter, rain, shine.
What do you think about some spray?
The beach, the mountains.
I know.
I'm walking around.
He wears them all the time.
He's gonna change his socks.
When I
thick socks.
When I'm mad at him and I want to punish him, guess what I hide? Just the left one. Spray. Go get a spray.
What type of spray? What would you like? Solar spray?
Sure.
Okay. I got overheated, but that's like silver.
That is like an orange.
Oh, okay. Well, that might
Can't you see the label?
Really? I see like 3 bottles right now. Lucky I grabbed
3 bottles. Okay, so we're going to try the new solar spray. This is from Simon Hurley, and this is just shimmer, but it's like an iridescent shimmer.
Let me shake it up.
Yeah, you should shake it.
Shake, shake, shake.
Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty.
Shake your booty.
Woo!
Shake, shake, shake.
Oh, Crystal. Okay, that's why I like you. Sometimes, yes, she wears her socks and sandals, but not in public. Unless it's an emergency, I think.
Crystal.
Like you would wear socks and sandals to the drugstore if you had the flu.
A board meeting.
Not a board meeting.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Not a board meeting.
Court date. All right.
Boy, you're giving Crystal a very busy schedule right now. Yeah. Okay, so we're just on a whim gonna add this. I don't know why. What do you think?
Well,
so
it looks sparkly. Should I dry it?
Here's the thing. With mica spray, which is what this is, it doesn't look like much is happening when you first spray it, but you have to let it dry. Okay? And then see how sparkly it is, because the mica comes out when it dries a little bit. And so when we first got these in, okay, which was, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks, a month, I don't know. Anyways, whenever these first came in, there's only 6 colors. And the solar sprays, they're $3.99. It's a really, really good, affordable price to add a little sparkle, okay? And this bottle has lasted a long time. We actually used this in a whole class, and we're going to use it in a whole nother class.
I like it.
Okay?
Looks great.
What do you think about that?
Looks great.
Good? Okay. So, this is going to go on here.
Yeah.
Is that enough color? I probably should have had you check the color before I added the spray. That would have been a good move. But
That might have been great. Yeah.
how do you like this? Let's say you love it, because it's pretty good. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Since I already cut that guy out and gave it a little ink on the edge.
okay. Wait, where did my other piece go?
Well,
My main piece. The one with the dog. Was it this one? No. Where's the other piece with the dog? Oh, it's right here. Okay, so I'm going to talk about this, but, you know, we have a magic of television moment here, just so that you guys don't have to, like, fuddle through this with us for too long. Okay, so what we're going to do then is take this dog, right, and we're going to kind of eyeball where this die is going to go, okay? And we do that with our die cut, because that tells us very specifically. Now, just know, because this is all blacked out, that this is an ish sort of a moment. So I'm going to hold that over there based on what I just kind of looked at. And then I'm going to look around for my die tape. Okay, but I have only one hand, so why don't you give me the piece of tape?
What's the piece of tape?
Well, you rip it off of the roll that you gave me. Because I only have one hand. Yeah. Okay.
You need more?
No. Okay. So I'm going to tape that in place. And then, hold on. I'm going to just turn it over and make sure that, here, I'll show you. So see here how this is going to actually cut part of the die? I want to make sure that the dog image goes beyond this first die line so that it creates a whole circle, which it does. Okay? So I'm going to hand that over to him. And then through the magic of television, do we have another piece of...
Oh, it moved.
What?
It moved because I used the magnetic plates.
I think it moved, probably user error at this point, would be my guess. But here's what's going to happen. That piece that he's going to eventually cut is going to have a little bit here. We have to trim this part of the circle, and then we have to trim this little knob off and just kind of make it into a circle. So we did this, and then I edged it with the wild honey to kind of help those edges that I cut off blend in with the background. Now, this guy's I don't know, honestly, how this adhesive is going to stick to the shimmer. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just take part of it. I don't know. I think, oh,
There you go.
okay. Yeah. So after he die cut it, this is what I get. So what I would need to do then is, and you don't want to be super straight because this circle isn't super straight over in this part. So you can kind of just wiggle your hands and do like that. And then you'll do like, I don't.
So what do you use to clean the gray mat? Mary A. Robbins would like to know.
I use a baby wipe.
Baby
Baby wipe and a paper towel. It depends on the ink though, Mary, because like I don't use my archival inks or my StazOn or my permanent inks like that on this mat. I mean, you probably
blending mat, or is it more like use the Tim Holtz inks on it? Definitely. So
like StazOn and archival is going to be hard to get off everything.
because it is designed to stick on non-porous glossy surfaces. So basically, anything that isn't porous, it is going to adhere like glue, and actually porous stuff too. So, so I just use a baby wipe. Now, that being said, some intense pinks and reds can stain, but, these have been in the classroom for a really long time, and there has been a little bit of staining, but over time it just comes back out. Okay. So I love these mats. All right. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to try and line this up. Hold on. Hold on.
You think we should cut like an angle right down there?
Just a minute.
Okay.
We can do whatever you want, but I gotta first get this lined up before I go crazy. Because you know what I was gonna do? What I thought would be fun is to fussy cut all the edge, but I don't really know if that's fun.
Oh, you already took the tape off of it, didn't you?
I took part of the tape off. I think you were somewhere else. Okay, so here's the thing. The reason I put part of it down is so that I know where my die cut's gonna go, okay? But I didn't want to put the whole thing down because this piece of the die right here is a little bit wonky. So if I paste it down, when I go to put this piece in, it may not fit perfectly, and I want it to fit perfectly, right? So I'm gonna take this guy, and we could actually even most likely pull off a little bit more of this backing just to get a little bit more stuck down. I can see that I am significantly less careful. Have you noticed that? I'm crafting like you at this point. Okay, so we've got that. Now I'm gonna just take a little bit of glue on the back side. All right, so this is the part where if I had a zoom-inable camera would be great, but I'm gonna line up the little notches of this dog with the little sections of the die, okay? Because remember this die, it was cut out of the same one. So what fell out of here in the blue part is what the dog is made of in the other part. You need a different piece, but it's okay. I also need the background, hun, for the sentiment. Okay, so now I pulled that off, and I'm going to very carefully do this because I just want it to make it look like this dog is just so part of this image, right? So I'm just, see how much bend is in this one? Oh, a wobble. That would have been a good one. I don't have a wobble handy, but that really...
I got one.
That really would have been a good one.
Is it glued down?
Yep. Okay, so I just kind of mold that piece right around him. Okay, where's my background, hun? I can't do anything until you give it to me.
This here guy. I don't what. Where is
okay.
the whole thing?
Well, all right, you guys. Magic of television, because I can't even get my assistant to cut out a background. So this die here, which is really a fabulous die, it actually comes with the background. So on this card, I used it without the background because it looked great on there, and I didn't know what color the background would be. On this card, we originally had a lighter background, and so this guy was extra dark.
Hold on. I'll put like...
Yeah, I saved those so that you could.
A puzzle.
That one's too big. You need some of the smaller ones, hun. This is why we saved them, though. Okay, so some of these have been saved, and... But this is kind of big. Do you want that one there?
I was thinking. It fits in. I have this guy.
So what I would do is if we're going to use that one there, I would take and make this one just a little bit like that color, so it sort of blends in. How do you like that?
That's right.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to stick it down. But we're not, well, do you have other ones you want in? You need like 3 probably. I don't know. Not more doubles. I need little ones.
Oh, it might be hard.
I know, right? Because then you have to figure out which hole it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, see? It's not a perfect match. Oh my God, this is gonna give me nightmares.
You didn't feel it, right?
Well, it's because these dies are a little bit bendable, so you kind of want to do that, like,
Before.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Just find like a little guy somewhere.
Okay, that one will be good. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of interest. Find a hole that it fits in. Can you do that? Okay.
Okay, you got that.
That's too many.
Too many right there?
Right there.
Okay.
Okay.
Get him out of there.
Did he come out?
Yeah.
Okay. At any rate, that's good. So what we could do then is we can put this You Make Me Smile right here. And if we want, let's just kind of think this through, right? Because we have a bit of open space here. Because the dog is down here. And we've got our sentiment up here. So if we want to, we can put it on foam. But the other thing you may want to do is just touch the edges a little bit with whatever that other color was.
Can you touch the dog? Because he's a little bit stark.
What color would you like the dog?
I don't know, just like around.
You should have told me that before.
Just like that. Just around there, just like, yeah, yep. That's good.
Okay. Is he good?
Yep.
Okay. So, this is my Uncharted Mariner, which I would normally never, ever put with wild honey. Why is that? Because orange and blue make
Mud.
yuck. You're right. But for what I want for this is just like a bit of a shadow edge. So look at how much more that stands out now.
Yeah.
See that? So you can put it anywhere you want. This was a lot darker originally.
Yeah, no, well.
I think when we sprayed it, it got more intense.
Yeah.
Do you want more of an edge?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Yeah, you put some of these on there.
Some of those?
Yep.
I'm just going to go for it. How about that?
I think it's a winner.
Yeah. And then, so, how would you fill the space? We could have probably done all of this in this much space.
Probably could have.
Yeah.
I mean, you can always slice it down here.
We could do that. Okay. There we go. That's pretty good right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stick
Okay.
it on that guy.
I think we're pretty good.
Yeah.
So, there is on this stamp set, though, this is the part that I love. It says, Mondays suck, which we don't have a Monday, so that doesn't resonate with me. But, what's the next line?
Coffee first.
It says, okay, but coffee first. So, I think that this sentiment should say, you make me smile. Okay, but coffee first. Because then you could make me smile. Right?
I think so.
Do you think so?
I
Okay.
think so. Okay, stick that on. Let's see what we got.
All right. Now, the question is, should we we have one more dog image. Should we pop him up?
Yes, sure. This is live.
Yes, it is. Okay, how about that?
Now go down a little bit more.
Here?
Yeah.
Here? Here? Where do you want
A
it?
little
You
bit.
put it where you want it.
Okay.
Yeah. You remember this was your card.
I know it was.
You've done such a...
Think.
Is that even straight?
Well,
Eh.
it
You put
landed.
it right in the middle of the card? That's brutal.
Yeah. What do you think?
Well, it's there now. I mean, what are we going to do?
Right. Okay. So we
Okay.
trim this down to put them on a. You're gonna do it that way. Gonna stick him in.
I was going to put him on foam. Pop him up.
Oh, you think so?
So he could be a higher element. Yeah.
What's the purpose of sticking him in there? Then?
Well, that's what I said. He was kind of flat, so maybe we put him up again.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
I don't know.
But you gotta give it a little bit more color to that.
Okay. Okay, keep talking.
No, I got
With
it.
whatever you were saying.
I didn't have anything else to say.
Oh. Red letter moment.
There you go.
Okay. Whoop, whoop. Okay.
Cut that.
And,
Bam. Got it.
all right. I'm glad you could join us, Cheryl.
Got it again.
All right.
Cut that. One more.
Oops. Okay. Now, before I stick this down, what do you think?
Well, I like it.
See? It's
Yeah.
a little bit better, right?
I like it. I think it's great.
Okay. And then what I would probably do
is do the OK Buck coffee first and emboss that in the brown and just cut that. Okay, so that it kind of ties
right
in.
in a little bit corner here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I think it's
Okay.
it turned out to be pretty good cards.
It's cute. I love this dog so much. I can hardly stand it. He's been one of my favorites for a long time.
He's such a grumpus.
A grumpus.
Look at him.
I know.
Get off my lawn.
That's how I feel when you wake me up and you're like, oh, hurry up, I gotta get to the barber. I forgot to tell you.
Get up.
And I'm like, do I have time to make coffee?
Get up.
So, okay, you guys. We made it. We did. We got a lot accomplished today.
I think so.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so here is the deal, friends. Here's the deal. Couple things. We have Colleen's technique class coming up on May 23rd, 11:30 or 1:30, and it's only an hour and a half. It features oxides. You're going to learn a number of different techniques for the oxide, and it's only $12. And this is going to be part of a series. You don't have to take all the series. You can take all the series, however floats your boat. But you're going to learn a lot about how to use different stuff. This is going to be fabulous. Okay. So I hope you guys can join us for that. But also, really, really important, mark your calendars for, what was the date?
16th.
The 16th of May at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. That's for Crystal and Cheryl, because I know they're in a different time zone. Pacific time. So it's a little bit late, but that's because she's joining us from India, and she's going to teach us how to make this card, or this really fun tag, and show us a whole bunch of stuff. So, as a recap, because I've been drinking, so I have to recap. Okay? I've already lost him. He sat down and he turned mute. The You Make Me Smile die is $11.50. The Spotty Fun die, which is like really kind of fun. Really fun. $22.99. We used Uncharted Mariner. We used Wild Honey. We used Solar Spray Overheated. That's the new one. And also, this one that we showed at the beginning, we have a special on the black glossy paper, right?
Yeah.
Normally, the packs are 5 8.5 by 11 sheets for $4.99, and we have them on special for 2 packs, which is 10 sheets. I'm doing the math, for $7. Okay, so but you have to be sure to tell us that that's the special you want. And then also we use the VersaFine Claire in Pinecone to do the embossing to give it kind of a softer look. So I hope you guys had fun. He has something to show you. What is it that you want?
Flip it around.
Oh, he would like
a big thank you.
He would like to tell you a big thank you. Are you guys ready? On the move. Oh, there's the director.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Golf clap.
Bowl clap.
Golf clap.
Oh.
And with that, we say goodnight.